Probably. Pretty sure it started. Welcome to Cameos. I am Samson. This is just rambling. Um, sorry, it's a rough day. I think this is a it's a very solemn topic we have, in my opinion.
Hmm.
So I don't even know what Fu and Oshansi are doing right now. I think they just went home today because they saw the news and they weren't happy either. So I'm gonna just let just rambling start it off. It's hard. It's not like somebody died. Like nobody died.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro.
Well,
Like you make it
actually,
sound like we lost another black icon.
we lost an icon. Uh, what's his name?
UPN.
Nah, for Mortal Kombat. The guy
Right,
he
right.
plays Shang Tsung. I forgot his name. I forgot
Um,
his name that fast, but he did pass. So rest
Carrie
in peace.
Hiro. You know I'm bad with foreign names. Carrie Hiroyuki Tagawa passed away. He
Yeah,
was
there we
known
go.
for Shang Tsung in 1995's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, he's delivers two very iconic lines that I remember from that movie. One being obvious, "Your soul is mine,"
Mm-hmm.
and then "It has begun." And then I remember seeing the trailer for that movie for the first time, and they opened with that "It has begun" line, and then the iconic music, and then the fight montage, and oh my god, so many amazing memories. But it just goes back to what we always talk about how like so many things from our childhood are just passing on, and it's another representation of how time just keeps creeping on no matter how many times you try to slow it down.
Yeah.
But in lighter news, and some film and everything's pretty much gonna be TV and film today because we got hit with probably one of the biggest news stories in the history of cinema. But before we get to that, Spider Noir series starring Nicolas Cage finally got its first poster. It's set to
Mm-hmm.
release in 2026 on Prime Video.
Yeah, and apparently you can watch it in color or in black and white. So that's gonna be cool.
That is pretty dope.
Yeah.
I didn't know that last part. That makes me a
Oh,
bit more intrigued.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that was in some random article. I just be reading stuff, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm pretty sure they announced that. If
that's
not,
how
I'm
you stay up
sorry.
to date on stuff. But I'm curious about how that's going to play out, though. I'm hoping it's going to be good, but live action is always a bit wonky. Speaking of live action, we've got a Power Rangers live action series. It's being developed for Disney Plus by Jonathan E. Steinberg and Dan Schatz. They were the directors for the most recent Percy Jackson series.
Yeah, sorry, I love Percy Jackson, but we've had Power Rangers. To say Power Rangers live action, there's never been a time where Power Rangers hasn't been live action,
Yeah.
right? It's just that in and of itself is weird. And then like, uh, I guess I guess Disney has the rights now. I
Hmm.
guess what is it? Hannah's Saban or whatever that company's called sold it off. Um, but like we've been getting Power Rangers for decades at this point.
Didn't Disney get the rights when they purchased Fox?
Oh, maybe yeah,
Yeah, because Power Rangers used to come on Fox, like the
yeah. But
Saturday morning.
it was still coming on like Disney XD or whatever that. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
It never stopped. Like
Yeah.
this was saying, it never stopped coming on.
So they probably
So
got the rights before then.
yeah, so like I don't know, man. I don't like. Why are you making a new Power Rangers? But we'll
Hmm.
see. Uh,
Yeah.
Super, what is it? Super Sentai in Japan, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Which is like, if you don't know, all those like clips you would see is in the '90s were just the
Hmm.
Japanese show, and then they take you to Angel Grove for like Jason and them doing random stuff,
Yeah.
and then back to the
Um,
Japanese. Like I didn't know that as a kid. I was like, oh, Jason cooking right now. I thought, remember the shift in turbo joint where they had the little boy as a Blue
hmm.
Ranger, and then he would just get
Yeah.
bigger when he morphed. In my mind, it's like,
Hmm.
oh, so you could the morpher gives you powers, it grows you up. I was stupid.
Thought it was like Shazam.
Yeah, thought you just get older. Yeah, we'll see what
That
happens.
was from the because they had two Power Rangers movie, right? They had the Power Rangers the first movie.
Yeah, which is
That was one with Ivan
amazing.
Ooze, and the second one was when they were ninjas, right?
Nah, that's still the first one. They're still ninjas in the
That's the
first one. Yeah,
No, the first one was with Ivan Ooze, and they
yeah, but
fight him in the city, and then there's that scene where I think Tommy with the eagle
yeah,
provides a platform for the train to pass over with
yeah, but
eagle
yeah,
wings.
but they're still ninjas in that one. They gotta to get their power, like their power coins break or something. They have to go get an ancient power in that film, and then
Oh, that's right.
the second movie is like the turbo. That's how they introduced the Power Rangers Turbo.
Gotcha. Why do I remember the young kid being the Blue Ranger instead of Billy
Because he is
for?
in
No, I
Turbo.
remember in like, I'm
Oh, the
with the
ninja one.
ninjas one. Yeah,
Oh
I don't
no
know
no no.
why in my head I'm imagining the young boy as the ninja in Billy's place. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old. But I'm curious as to what they're gonna do with the Power Rangers, like this quote unquote live action series. I just wonder if they're gonna be shooting a lot of the action scenes more in house. If they're still gonna be using Super Sentai footage,
Mm.
I would prefer the old way because that just seems like a tried and true formula. But I'm open to other ones because like the Power Rangers movie with who was in it? I forget the actors' names. The one kid from Stranger Things was Tommy. Um,
I
the
don't
one who
know.
plays the kid with the mullet. It was the one with when Billy was black and he was autistic.
Okay, I forgot
Yeah,
about
that
that.
one. I appreciated that interpretation. I'm
Why
mad they
they?
didn't get a sequel.
Why they?
That was a
Yeah, why
great
they ever
film.
do a sequel to that one? Actually, I won't
I
say it
don't
was
think people
great,
showed up to it.
but
Yeah, I don't think people showed up for that one. What's the name? Yeah, this is a bit concerning. Supergirl's villain actor who has been sentenced, Matthias Schoenaerts, who was cast as the main villain of Creme of the Yellow Hills in the upcoming Supergirl movie in the DCU, which stars an actress whose name I can't remember. She is in House of the Dragon. Fantastic actress. Name escapes me. He was
mm,
sentenced to 6 months in prison and a fine for driving without a valid license.
mm. That's light though. You can come back from that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can come back from
just
that.
don't beat up a white woman in an SUV and then sprint
Yeah.
17 blocks. We don't need that happening over here in the DCU. Or don't
Hold on.
go terrorize the entire state of Hawaii like a certain Flash actor did.
Yeah. Did you forget about Ezra Miller?
But that was the DCEU. We the DCU
All
now.
right.
Whole different situation. We off on a good start. Let's not ruin it. Um, Ryan Murphy's adaptation of The Beauty is coming to Hulu on January 21st. The series follows detectives investigating a sexually transmitted virus that grants physical perfection but has terrifying consequences.
Yeah.
Mm,
It looked cool to me, so I was like, all right.
no.
I'm
Um,
I'm gonna watch it. I don't know what else to say. I'll just watch it. There's a couple
Severance
things.
season.
Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. You're good. Continue.
No, I'm just saying. There's just a couple things that I've shared within our chat that it's just things I plan to watch.
Hmm.
Except Severance, actually. Go ahead, say your Severance thing.
Yeah, exactly. Severance season three is scheduled to film from April to December 2026 with an expected release on Apple TV in summer 2027. I still haven't seen season two.
Yeah, it's kind of starting to fall off for me. It's like I don't know. It's just not hitting.
Hmm.
Season one, cool. Season two wasn't hitting the way I felt it would. It's okay, like it's cool. But season three,
Yeah.
like, I'll probably get around to it. But I'm not really like as excited for it.
Yeah. Shows like that, if they have like a big mystery, you got to figure out a way to maintain it even after the big mystery is revealed. Like
Hmm.
now that we know what's going on, like I think I've heard season two is fantastic, but I kind
It's
of fell off during
it's
the
okay.
towards the end
Like
of season one.
Fantastic too strong. We gotta stop throwing Fantastic around, man.
It's
Everybody,
not me. It's just the entire internet has been talking about how season two has been just amazing.
Zootopia 2 was fantastic. I don't know if everything is Zootopia 2 level. This is a metric. It's now Zootopia 2.
Okay, so now, okay, we got to figure this out. Okay, Zootopia 2 is fantastic. What film can we put for like decent?
Was decent.
Yeah, what's a decent film? So our audience is aware of like when we say these words, what are we equating them to?
Have I seen any
Was
decent
it
films this year?
It was a decent film this year for you. I already know
Uh
mine. I got my segue lined up.
oh, Superman was decent. It's cool.
We don't agree on anything. My
Oh,
decent.
Fantastic Four was decent. Also,
There we go.
yeah.
There we go.
Uh,
Speaking of which, Fantastic Four had a terrible Disney Plus debut. It
mm.
reportedly logged the worst MCU Disney Plus debut so far of all the films on the platform, which
Wait, even
I kind
Mulan?
of of the MCU films.
Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna say Mulan's.
I don't think anybody watched Mulan,
That live action Mulan is not it.
but I get it because it's like
Mhm.
there's a lot of lost faith in the MCU, and it's even more lost faith in the Fantastic Four because they're kind of a doomed franchise. So you combine those two things with a
Yeah.
film that, in my opinion, was just decent. It wasn't the home run that they needed. I
Hmm.
was talking about how like after Superman came out, everybody was talking about Superman on the internet everywhere I looked. Like there were memes, there was discourse, there was people who loved it, people who hated it, but people were talking about it no matter what. When Fantastic Four came out, it was like 1 week of excitement and then just gone,
Hmm.
which
Yeah,
makes me
still,
wonder.
I think they. I still think they shouldn't have cut all the stuff they cut.
Agreed, completely
Yeah,
agreed.
probably would have made it better. I'm gonna use
Um,
this to segue though into something that I know is another story
by
because
all means,
apparently for that Doomsday movie, it's supposed to be Doomsday and his interactions with Chris Evans, or
yeah.
not. Sorry, Steve Rogers, who's played by Chris Evans,
I mean,
and
you're not
like,
wrong because Disney cares more about the actors than the actual characters.
yeah, and then at that point, like that makes me again like I don't even want to see it because if we have Mr. Fantastic and we have Doctor Doom, why are we not exploring that interaction? That's what matters. That's what fans have been waiting for.
Hmm.
You can't like just completely forsake all these comic book fans. Like I'm not finna watch that honestly.
Yeah, I
If
think it's
that's what it
terrible.
turns out to be, I'm not going to see that at all.
I think it's fucking awful. And I understand why they brought the Russos back because now this is just going to be Marvel Civil War 2.
Yeah,
Just instead of Tony
which
Stark
is
proper and Captain America proper, it's going to be Tony in a Doom costume and Captain America slightly older than he was a few years ago when the original Civil War was filmed.
and that's one of my favorite Marvel movies too. So
It's one
it's
of the
just
best ones,
sad. Yeah.
undeniably. Like it's in my top 5 of Marvel films.
Oh yeah, same. Cause
No.
it's so good, but I just can't. I need like at some point you gotta give me the book. You know what I mean? Give me the comic.
Yeah. And it's like a long time ago I accepted that the MCU isn't going to make one for one copies of the comics that I love or the
Mm-hmm.
characters that I love, quite frankly. They've made a lot of changes for both good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
But Doom and Reed are like Batman and the Joker. Like there are iconic rivalries that need to be given the accuracy and the love and the lore that they deserve. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it would be like how would I equate this? Like it just sounds so ridiculous. Like imagine a superhero being resurrected in the Joker's body or putting on the Joker paint and then not even going after Batman, going after another DC hero. Like it just shows that this is just a massive cash grab. And
Yeah.
if it turns out to be true, I don't know how I'm gonna find out. Actually, no, I've kind of been doing this thing where I avoid spoilers as much as possible, even if it means not watching certain trailers after a certain point. Like I'll watch the teaser and then nothing after that. So I'm trying to do that for Doomsday as well, because as much as I do hate a lot of the decisions that I've heard that they've made, I'm trying to be as objective about it as possible and trying to give myself the best possible experience. Because best case scenario, I'm proven wrong and all the things that I'm worried about and actually do enjoy the film.
Mm-hmm.
But if I find out that it's true that it's really just Tony in a Doom mask going after Captain America, I'm not gonna financially support this.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I don't need a one for one with the comics, but I need like some semblance of the comic that you're referencing. Right? That's why
Yeah,
Civil War is cool, right? They changed the name of the document they're fighting over, right?
hmm
The characters they use who they have, but it makes sense, right? It makes
yeah,
sense within this world they built. But at a certain point, like Marvel stopped doing that. Probably
yeah.
around like Secret Invasion, they just stopped caring. I'm like, all right, man.
Yeah. And
going
you do
back.
make a really valid point because, like, I remember when Civil War came out, I would crack the joke of that, like, it's not a civil war, it's a civil dispute.
Mm,
Because in the comic books, it felt like a large scale, epic conflict with like armies on one side and armies on the other. And then in the film, it was just like 17 dudes in an airport parking lot. Like,
because that's all they
it
had.
was funny. However, for what they had, they did a fantastic job
Right.
in that they made it more about the ideological struggle as opposed to the big, Avengers Endgame epic battle of two sides rushing towards each other. But with
Yeah.
this, like I said, I'm hoping to be proven wrong. I don't
Yeah.
want
We'll
to
see.
not enjoy something, but we'll see what happens.
Mm.
Where was I? On the same topic of comic book and castings and decisions, it's believed that Zoe Kravitz is not expected to return as Catwoman in the Batman Part Two.
That's fine. Honestly, I always
Me
forget that
too.
she was in it. No offense to
Yeah.
Zoe Kravitz. It's not like she was a bad Catwoman, but like I don't even remember what she did at the end. She might have like left. In my mind, every time I think of it, I think of Anne Hathaway leaving. Right? And I don't know why.
I
But
mean, I think she had a
it's fine.
few cool moments, but beyond that,
She was fine.
um,
Like she was cool. You know,
yeah,
you know, ain't no problem. No problem with her.
yeah, she
But
was
we don't
mostly
really
there
need
to
her.
deliver the Falcone aspect of it, like to give
Yeah.
that more weight and gravitas, like being his daughter and all that stuff,
Yeah.
which was cool. But
Right.
I don't think she really got to embody the Catwoman that we appreciate from the comics by any means.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe she'll come
Also,
back
it's been
for well if they make a three. Maybe she'll come back.
yeah. That's the thing. It's like I don't think she needs to come back for this one. Like you said, if there's a third one, she could come back around. Especially because there were rumors that and this is also news that Scarlett Johansson is joining the cast for the Batman 2,
Yeah,
which
I saw who they had her, like the fan thoughts of who she was supposed to be playing. I forgot who it was.
Andrea Beaumont.
Thank you.
Yeah,
She said,
man, if they do Mask of the Phantasm, oh man, I'm gonna be excited for that.
yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah,
But
Uh,
again, how many of these are they making? Because I still want um uh the DCU Batman and like Robin. Well, I want Damian Wayne Robin.
mhm.
That's my favorite Robin. Like
He's the
I
best
still want
Robin.
all. Don't let Smooth Carlito hear you say
Listen, I know we all like
that.
Dick Grayson, but I appreciate Dick Grayson more as Nightwing than Robin.
uh, he's not my. I don't think he's not. He's is he the worst? Sorry, my favorite is Damien. I think the best is Red Robin. So Tim Drake because he's the best detective.
Yeah, yeah. Tim is the
Uh,
best Robin. I think the worst is Jason because they never gave him any time to do anything except die.
then
Like
come back as Red Hood.
he's better as Red Hood, but he was a terrible
Yeah,
Robin.
but yeah.
Um, let's see. Um, what else we got? Anything? Any more comic book movie news? No, I don't see any. FNAF 2, also known as my son and most 10-year-olds equivalent of The Godfather cinematically. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 debuted with a 15% score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, ain't nobody saying that.
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean, with
actually,
these
no.
films,
Apparently, the homie told us the critic score. Sorry, that's the critic score, but the audience score was like 89%, something like that.
yeah. And the thing
But
is,
I
it's like
don't
with
know.
these films, it's kind of like Minecraft, where it's like you're not really going in expecting like a masterpiece. You're going in for the fun of it. You're going in for the goofy references. You're going in for the reactions and the loud the memes, all that kind of crazy stuff. So it's like if people go in and enjoy themselves, that's all that matters. You don't really have to listen
Mm,
to critic scores when it comes to these kind of films. Like Minecraft got terrible ratings too, and then it became like a $8 or $9 billion phenomenon that
we
had people
just
throwing popcorn.
we were just talking about cash grabs. It's not a good movie.
I'm not saying it was a good movie. I'm saying these kind of films don't go in and expect like it's kind of like you know me and my love for spectacle. It's like there's some films you got to go in and turn your brain off.
We get into a dangerous. We'll talk about that when we get to our main topic.
Not everything has to be Citizen Kane.
I just
Let's
need a good
see.
movie in every aspect. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw. Hold on, I'm throwing something in there. I'm throwing a curveball.
by all means,
Is that how
got
you
to put
throw?
some more on it.
I never play. I didn't play baseball, so.
Yeah, you
Uh,
didn't.
nah, but because talking about like just movies being good and like the acclaim, uh, I saw I forgot what award it was. It might be the Golden Globes or something. But best
Hmm.
animated film, the
Yeah.
nominees are like K-pop Demon Hunters, Zootopia 2, Elio or something. I forgot the other ones, but
Hmm.
I saw like Demon Slayer was on there, and that's cool. Great for almost knocked the water off down. Great for like anime. But then I saw like people talking about online like why isn't Chainsaw Man nominated? And in my mind, I'm like neither is good. Right? It's just like they're not like good movies. They look really good, but like story wise, this is not a it's not a good story. This is they
Hmm.
should not be to me. Neither should be nominated. But I think that goes back to like what you're saying. You got to go and turn your brain off and just enjoy the spectacle, and then that translates into uh, millions of dollars and the global box office, billions in some
Yeah.
cases. Shout out to Zootopia, but Zootopia is
Yeah.
fantastic.
I think it's already at $900 million within 2 weeks.
I think like in Japan it made like 410 million yen in a day or something stupid.
Hmm. And it
Like
deserves it. It's an incredible movie,
yeah, it
fantastic
does.
movie. See, this is our new metric.
Great. Yeah,
Um,
and
but
it's
it's like,
fantastic and it's making the money. That's what I want for every film.
yeah, that's what I was getting at. Where it's like sometimes you do have to turn your brain off and just enjoy the spectacle or the fun or the memes, because like as we're gonna get into with our final story, the more people we can get in the theaters having a good time, the better it is for cinema overall. And you provide variety. You have meme
Mm,
movies, you have deep, profound ones that get into the human condition and all that kind of stuff. Just find what you want and go.
mm.
Um, the Men in Black movie, there is a Men in Black movie in the works. Sony's developing it, and they reportedly want Will Smith to return, but the script is not finished yet.
Again, let's move on because I'm about to just start saying all types of rude things. I don't want to do that because like they already rebooted this. They rebooted it with Tessa Thompson and
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
what's his name? I don't know why I can't remember Thor's real name. I can remember Chris Evans, but I can't remember Thor. I keep wanting to say Liam Neeson. That's very clearly not Thor. I don't know why. Chris Hemsworth, is that what it is?
There you go. The reason why you think of Liam Neeson is
Because his
because Chris
brother
Hemsworth's brother.
is
Yeah,
Liam Hemsworth. All right, but
there you go.
they already rebooted it. So and that was what? Hold on. Let me check. Let me check.
It was a few. It wasn't that long ago, or maybe it is long ago, and I'm about to learn that time is
Man,
passing way too quickly.
That was 6 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that wasn't too
Like, yeah,
long ago
come
at
on,
all.
man. Like, but it also this probably ties into just the reusing of IPs ties into
Hmm.
our main story too. There's so much in that main story. That's why it's like a sad like story to me.
Bro, there's so many moving parts in it that we could have just made that the whole episode.
I
But
know.
only thing I'll say about the Men in Black thing is this could be good, because remember when they rebooted Ghostbusters and they had the all-female cast? That film bombed, and then they had a return to form, quote unquote, and then they made Ghostbusters Afterlife with the
Mhm.
kids, and then they had the original Ghostbusters in it, just playing cameo roles here and there. And I thought it was a great film. They could do this. Like, Will Smith doesn't have to be the center of focus. He could be kind of handing off the reins to the next generation, because I think there's a lot of story you can tell within Men in Black, because it's just like aliens, cool guns, and hopefully a dope soundtrack that Will Smith also is not a part of too, because his last
Don't hold
song
on,
was kind of
hold on.
weak.
Don't you dare. Don't you disrespect Will Smith as a rapper. Don't you do that.
I'm disrespecting the most
Don't you
recent song.
disrespect. Getting
Have you
jiggy with
heard the
it.
most?
Willennium,
I'm not talking about Millennium. I'm
Men
not
in
talking about
Black.
him at his heyday. I'm talking about go listen to the
No,
most recent song, come back and see if you
no,
can
I'm
defend
not
him
listening to
as.
that. Listen, he said, I like BBLs. That stands for Bad Link Up. I said, man,
Some
through my
trash.
headphones. He did a
Like,
freestyle on like something lemonade. It's like a YouTube channel. This man talk about sometimes I act bizarre. Man, it's so bad.
oh,
What are you doing?
if you want this film to be successful, please do not have him on a track. Just like I can't say his best days are behind him, but he definitely ain't
He
just
ain't putting out
demonstrating the
nothing.
will that we grew up with.
Well, I think he could. I think he should be Zed. If they do anything, he should be Zed.
That's a good
Also,
idea.
Zed's character, the actor who plays Zed, passed.
Rip Thorn, I think his name is.
Yeah, he passed a couple years ago.
Mm,
So he could be
yeah,
Zed, and like the leader or giving out orders, like, and just the Tommy Lee Jones of everything. He has that
yeah.
knowledge now. If they did that, cool. I don't think he needs to be like the main role,
No, no.
and he could see like maybe they find like new agents that don't fit the mold in the same way he didn't. So he gets it.
Hmm.
So something like that would be good.
That's a great idea. I would watch that.
But that's
And
probably not what they're
our
going to.
they're gonna have him freestyle on the track, aren't they?
Sometimes he acts
Last
bizarre.
last story for general film and TV news. Sakamoto Days is getting a live action film. It's an adaptation of the manga, new teaser, and a release date of April 29th, 2026.
That's so quick. Sakamoto Days is I like it. I read it. So I read. If y'all know me, but I read manga. Um,
Hmm.
I actually don't watch the anime because I read the manga. The animation's not great to me,
Hmm.
but I think Netflix probably has exclusive rights. So I think this is one of those things like, all right, we got this this IP. We know how popular anime is. Let's go ahead and get that live action going. It doesn't. I looked at the teaser. It doesn't look
Hmm.
bad, and this is like a good. I think it's a good property to turn to live
Hmm.
action. You don't have to do a bunch. Sakamoto Days is basically they're all assassins, and he's like a retired
Gotcha.
assassin, and he opened a convenience store with his wife. But he's
Yeah.
like getting back into the world, but he's not killing people, right? So
Yeah.
you can do that. Same with like City Hunter. That's like a very it's another anime manga, but it's a very good live action that they did on Netflix. Uh, so I think it'll probably work,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
Got some movie news. Got some more movie news. Excuse me. Brainiac's shortlist for the upcoming Man of Tomorrow consists of I can't pronounce this dude's name. I'm gonna say Claes Bang. I don't. It's Claes Bang. My apologies to that gentleman if I completely butchered it. Him, Matt Smith, and Sam Rockwell.
He and Mobius.
Who? Matt Smith?
Nah, one of them people.
Confused.
Is it Matt Smith? Was he
Yeah, it's Matt
Mobius?
Smith.
Okay,
He
yeah,
had the
there we go.
dancing scene.
Yeah, he played he played what's his name's brother, right?
The reverse
Morbius.
Flash version of Morbius, just the same person with a different skills, a slightly different skill set.
Sorry, I said Mobius. I meant Morbius.
Yeah. I'm you know me,
I'm
like
sorry.
I always like actors that I don't know anything about, and I'm always impressed with them on the screen
Mhm.
because I feel like that better embodies the character in my eyes. And also it's a lesser known actor who gets an opportunity that could propel them into superstardom, make them a household name. So it's a
Mhm.
win-win. I'm even though Sam Rockwell and Matt Smith are both incredible actors, I'm going for the first guy. Can't pronounce his name, never heard of him before, never seen him before, but would love to see him bring a sort of menace and cold intellect and destruction that Brainiac is known for.
Matt Smith is already out automatically because he was acting bizarre in Morbius. Act bizarre. So he gotta go.
Let
I
me
like Sam
see. Got a
Rockwell.
few.
I like Sam Rockwell because he was in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That little
Hmm.
1989 joint. So I just want anytime he got an opportunity for a role, I just want him to get
Sam Rockwell
it.
can act as anybody, as evidenced by the fact that he transforms into every role he gets. So
I think he'd be good as Brainiac.
yeah, agreed. Like I wouldn't complain if any of these actors got it, but I prefer just a newer face.
Hmm.
We got
Nah,
some
like I
Golden
said.
Globe nominations.
Oh, go ahead.
Demon Slayer Infinity Castle is officially a Golden Globe nominated film.
Yeah, for the best animated film. Sorry, I
Mhm.
threw that out there too early. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not like a good film. I think we're getting to the era where like things that are popular are getting nominations. Like all these, again, y'all don't know me, but I stopped watching like Academy Awards and Grammys because it's like just a popularity contest. It's not about the art
Hmm.
anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to hate on Demon Slayer, but it's not like it's just not that good. It's just popular. Like thematically, it's not great. Even when
I,
the Born the Heron, that joint's terrible. I just want
I
to
didn't
throw that
watch
out
any of
there.
these films. I meant to watch Infinity Castle, but never got around to it. But I I'm fine with this getting its recognition because it was a pretty big film. A lot of people did love it, and I'm of two minds on the whole popularity thing when it comes to the Academy because on one hand, it is great when popular films receive the recognition on the award side because a lot of them do deserve it. Like for the longest time, it was seen that like superhero films should not be anywhere near an award show. But then you've got performances like Angela Bassett in Black Panther that absolutely were one of the best of that year, which should have won, as many people would
Yeah,
agree. But on the other hand, it's like don't lean too far into the popularity to the point where it's like whatever the biggest hits are of the year that gets recognition over the lesser known more deserving films.
I think
So it's like
that's
I,
what's happening to me though.
yeah, like I don't want to see Minecraft for like special effects because no. So
I think they need to fix these categories because Sinners got nominated for like best comedy or musical. Like, what is he talking
they,
about?
they do that because they don't recognize it as a drama.
Yeah,
So
they need to change those metrics, change their KPIs,
there's a lot that needs to
fix them
change.
joints.
Nah, I agree. But on the topic of Sinners, Sinners received 7 Golden Globe nominations. Best
Two of
Picture,
which
comedy.
are comedy and musical.
Yeah, it's like it's a placeholder for like darker films that don't really because the Golden Globes don't have like a horror suspense category.
Yeah, just add the categories. This is dumb.
I
Fix
agree, but
it.
they don't respect horror and suspense. That's a very common thing both for the Golden Globes and the Oscars, which is fucking stupid. Um, and Miles Morales' co-creator Sarah Pacelli stated that she doesn't receive any royalties from the Spider-Verse films, Insomniac games, or any sort of related merchandise, calling anytime these things release that feature Miles Morales some of the saddest days of her life, or saddest parts of her life,
Hmm.
which I agree
You knew
with.
what it
That's
was?
what up.
Oh, so I thought we all knew that. They don't be paying these creators, these artists.
Yeah,
They get that one time fee, and then you never see a check again.
which is messed up because
Yep.
the creator of both Thanos. I don't know if the creator. Yeah, there was a creator for Thanos, and I don't know if they also created Winter Soldier, Jim Starlin. But if I'm wrong, pretty much the creators of both of those characters also complain about the same thing. Where like at the height of the MCU, where everyone was going crazy about Infinity War and Endgame, and both of those films were making billions at the box office. It's like just imagine creating this thing that becomes a worldwide phenomenon and you're not really recognized for it. And I remember there was a story that Dave Chappelle told during one of his stand-ups about how Netflix had acquired the right to Chappelle's show. And at the time, he had signed off the rights to Comedy Central, which meant that when Netflix acquired it, they owned everything and they didn't have to pay Dave Chappelle a dime.
Hmm.
Technically, Dave Chappelle signed the contract, so he was not entitled to any money from Netflix on
Hmm.
paper. But Netflix stepped up and said, "Hey, not only do we respect you, we want to work with you. We think you deserve your due for creating one of the most iconic television shows in television history." And then they gave him his money for it, and he said, "Yes, they didn't have to do that, but it was the right thing to do." And I feel the same thing about a lot of these creators. Like yes, you can argue that they you can argue very easily that yeah, they signed their name on the paper, they don't deserve anything from it, but it's like it isn't right.
I don't
It's
know. I just don't know if it's the right thing to do. It
I
was
mean,
cool. It was a nice thing to do. Yes.
everybody's going to have their own opinion. I think that if you create something and it becomes globally famous, makes billions of dollars, you should be owed something.
Yes. But I don't know. It's weird.
No, it's very much a gray area. I agree with you
I
there.
feel like you gotta. How do I say it? I think it's like Static Shock. You know Static Shock,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
Static Shock and Icon, um, that black comic. I don't want to call them a comic company. They are like they make comic books and
Is
characters.
it Image?
Yeah, no, it's not Image. It's something else. But they like license. They've been
Um,
licensing.
Milestone.
Yeah, they've been like licensing out
Oh.
the characters for years, right? I think at some point you just do the business the right way, right? And
Hmm.
maybe like you don't know it in the beginning. Um, I think I think it's more right to like maybe come up with a new contract, right? So you
Hmm.
can you can truly get your stuff back. Not, I think Netflix just gave it away because they wanted to work with Dave Chappelle. They were trying to get their comedy stuff off the ground,
Hmm.
or get it better, right? Dave Chappelle's a big
Yeah.
name. Also, he was talking about it so much, you kind of it looks bad if you don't do anything and you just keep
Yeah.
it. So it's better to give it away. I don't think they did it like for the right reasons. Maybe that's a better way to say it. I don't think their reasons were like the right reasons. I
Hmm.
think it
Oh,
just
okay. Like you think their intentions weren't right? They
yeah. I
just
don't think
were
yeah.
trying to just negotiate.
Yes, it'd just help them, and they can make more money in the long run if they here and we'll do business with you. Plus, I think he had like 2 or 3 comedy specials like in the tuck also with all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And he just yeah here. Not he didn't just hand it to him. I'm sure they did a
Hmm.
deal for it, but they got a
Yeah.
lot of content out of that,
Gotcha.
right? So I don't know. I feel for this woman though, cause that's
Yeah.
it's really
It's
sad, especially with the
yeah.
success of Across the Spider Verse. That's like
Hmm.
truly one of the best animated films. That was really and truly snubbed. They should have won an Oscar that year that they lost to The Boy and the Heron. I call it Heron because he was on something when he made that movie. Is not good.
But I don't know. Like there needs to be more respect for creators, and
Hmm.
it's crazy because like she still continued, like she still works for Marvel. So you would think that if she's still drawing for them, if she's still creating for them, that they would have something to just show appreciation.
Nah, they just look at her and be like, "Nah, this is Sony's
Yeah,
Sony
it's fucked
property.
up.
We
Just
ain't
the
got nothing for you. So you gotta talk to Sony."
corporate machine grinding up more and more people.
Hmm.
What other stories do we have? Um, let's see. Oh, game studio requires in-person drawing. A Japanese studio
It's
now
hilarious.
wants any sort of artist that they are hiring to perform and draw for them in the interview, just to prove that their
Hmm.
works and their portfolio is not AI generated, which I am all for.
It's hilarious. So you want a job? They sit you down here.
Pen, paper, make magic.
I love it.
Yeah. And we were talking about that too, like how so many schools are dealing with the question of like how do you teach and have projects and papers in the world of AI? And I said just make
Hmm.
everything a presentation.
Hmm.
Like do everything live. If you really know your work, you can acquire it from whatever source you want. You can draft it up using whatever. But if you really want to get your grade, present it to the class. Receive questions in the moment. Let's see how much you actually know.
Yeah. Plus, I think in Japan, like they really care about like the craft and the art. So,
Yeah.
also I saw like I forgot who it was. He was some like um probably an illustrator, and he was talking about like hating how much he hated like AI and
Hmm.
like the way it's used. Like you shouldn't just use it to create. Like humans should be creating,
Yeah.
and AI is supposed to be a tool to aid you in that creation,
Yeah.
and not so you shouldn't just be there like writing a prompt like McDonald's. Whoever that studio was for
Hmm.
McDonald's, let's write a prompt. and then talking about, yeah, this is our work. No, it's not. They spent hours writing prompts. That
Yeah,
means you're just bad at writing
that,
prompts.
I no, it's because there's no actual art to it. It's literally just
No,
coding
I'm
or
just saying
like just
the fact that it took them so long means they're just bad at prompt writing for a commercial that's not even good.
I don't even think it took them that long. I think they just said that to try and justify their quote unquote work. But no, everything they're claiming is just like, oh, we worked so hard. It's like, no, you didn't. Actual artists work. You just put words into a generator and picked the best option that came up. That's it. And the thing that frustrates me is, like I mentioned before in our chat, like it's gonna keep happening because no one
Hmm.
really wants to take a stand for it. No one wants to actually boycott, and it's just only complaining in comment sections. There's nothing in the way of actual like sending these companies a message. And the only way to do that is to hit them in their pockets.
Hmm.
So let's see what else we got. AI kind of took a hit with Amazon halting its AI generated anime dub beta after a bunch of fans complained and ridiculed it because the dub of Banana Fish, I think it was called.
I don't know what it was, but it was the
Yeah,
worst thing I ever heard in my life.
yeah,
Second
and
worst, because
everyone,
ReZero is probably the worst thing that I've ever heard in my life because it doesn't make any sense.
yeah. So they finally brought an end to that bullshit.
Yeah,
Um,
good. That thing is terrible.
yeah. Mike Booth, the creator of the Left 4 Dead game, is developing a new four-player co-op shooter.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a console exclusive for PlayStation 5 and PC.
Let's go. Wait, how's it a console exclusive if it's on PC?
Exclusives for PlayStation 5.
PS5 and okay.
Yeah,
Well, if I can find four friends that are trying to play a game for a while, we'll
I'm
see.
gonna get up with you for Ghost of Yote's multiplayer. I can not make any other promises outside of that.
All right, man.
Um, Brianna White, voice actress for Aerith in the Final Fantasy remake trilogy, called on fans to stop tagging her in spicy material featuring her characters
Yeah, it's weird.
and several. It's very weird. It's just
Y'all so weird, man.
like if you're gonna goon, if you're gonna do it in the privacy of your own home and don't involve anybody else.
Yeah, why y'all
This
so
is
like?
just despicable.
Yeah, it's like y'all want to watch it together,
Y'all got no decorum.
and it's not. It's not even real. It's a cartoon. So it's like It's even worse.
I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
there's a lot behind that. I'm gonna send you that article I was talking about the whole gooning subculture that exists on Discord. It's terrifying.
So it's not like they tagging. It's not like they tagging Cherokee while they watching Cherokee's work. You know what I mean?
If
She not
we had,
the voice actress didn't intend for this. It's
I get,
different.
I guarantee you, if you go to any adult actress's Instagram page, Twitter, or whatever,
Hmm.
you gonna find some real freaks in there. Definitely
Okay.
harassing, definitely trying to get some weird shit going. Like I guaranteed.
Internet's a weird place, man.
It's a terrifying place. Um, Donald Trump is
Hmm.
signing an executive order this week that will limit states' ability to regulate AI.
Yeah, we already knew this was coming. Plus, they tried to sneak it in one of the was it the big beautiful bill?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. I don't think it gives them power over states' rights. I think that's just this feels more symbolic than it does actual, like actually tangible.
I mean, it's an executive order, right?
Yeah,
It'll have to get struck down by one of some court will have to strike it down.
yeah.
Carlito said you're not joining the USA, man.
Well, I'm gonna have to prove somebody wrong now.
Plus, he
I
heard you
joined out at one time.
when you said you don't like Dick Grayson.
I love Dick Grayson. I just think he's better as Nightwing instead of Robin. When
Uh-oh.
Tim Drake is the clearly superior Robin. Let's see. Um, Call of Duty is changing its strategy, saying that
Hmm.
they will no longer do back-to-back releases of Modern Warfare and Black Ops games, allowing the franchise to actually breathe because it hasn't yet fully met expectations.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all got to stop doing these cash grabs. Like, it's stupid. Like, you can't be this out of touch with your what fan base clientele where you think you can just throw something out there and it's going to stick and work every time. No.
Can I push back on that? I would like to push back on that.
Yeah, because no, you're going to talk about the people.
Exactly.
Leave the people alone.
The people are the problem. I think Activision knows its fan base very well because for as much as people like to complain about games like Call of Duty and Madden and 2K and the repetitiveness and the fact that they don't change a goddamn thing, if you look at the top selling games at the end of each year,
Mm-hmm.
everyone involves either a ball or a gun.
So they just buy it
I,
and complain.
yes, buy it and complain. That's
All right, all
every
right.
single year. 2025 is one of the best years for gaming in terms of quality and variety. But if you look at the best selling games of this year, the lists are probably going to come out at some point in the next few weeks because it's
Mm-hmm.
December. We're going to talk about it. I guarantee you, in the top 10, I want to say six of them are going to involve either a ball or a gun.
Sad man.
Yeah, Arc Raiders is going to be on there. Arc Raiders is a great game for what I've been told because I never played
It is a great game.
it. However, is what's the name? Madden, college football,
Ghost
those
of
are going to be
Yotei
up there
needs to be up there.
guaranteed. I would love it. I would love it if I could look at one of those lists at the end of the year and not see a single ball or gun game and see nothing but quality like Ghost of Yotei and Expedition 33 and all the games that I feel deserve all the money in the world. But what we going to get? John Madden, Call of Duty, Battlefield, over and over and over again. We're up to trailers. I'm just gonna run through these. 28 years later, the Bone Temple got a new trailer. We got a trailer for
I
the
sorry,
live act.
I didn't watch the other ones. They're like on my list to watch. So, but
I
Nia
you can go,
DaCosta directed this one, so
all right. I'm
good for her.
yeah. We got a trailer for Mother
Sorry.
Mary. It stars Anne Hathaway. It's a pop melodrama about a fictional musician and her relationship with a fashion designer.
Yeah, it
Um,
looks great. I just hope it's not a musical.
did you watch the trailer?
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Oh, that,
Sorry, it doesn't mean it's a musical. Like
oh,
she's a
okay.
pop star, right? So I would expect a pop star to be singing, but that doesn't mean every like 20 minutes or however long they do a new song. You know what I mean?
Mhm. I got you. We got a trailer for A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's a Game of Thrones prequel, and it premieres January 18th on HBO. I
Yeah,
did see this one. I liked it. It's Game of Thrones, but it seems more funny.
we'll see.
There was a lot of comedy in the trailer. I enjoyed it.
It's because it's coming straight to Netflix.
You should have saved that one for the segue. Um, the Odyssey has a 5 minute 27-second prologue that will be screened ahead of Avatar: Fire and Ash and the rescreenings of this of Sinners this weekend.
Oh, oh, so okay. Because I wasn't trying to see Fire and Ash,
Yeah, so if you want
but
to
I
go see
don't.
Sinners again, it should be screening in
Do
select
I?
theaters, and you'll
Uh,
you'll see a 5 minute 27. Bruh,
I've seen
putting
Sinners
that
like three
5 minute
times, so
yo
or
putting that
twice at
five
least.
minute prologue before Avatar: Fire and Ash, which is a 3 hour and I think 20-minute film
With no
without
intermission.
previews, crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to see that
Hell
at
no.
all.
I
I don't
I,
need to
I
see Space Pocahontas. I say that every time someone mentions it.
it's not that I have an issue with the plot. It's just that I dated a girl who was obsessed with this film, and I had to watch 3 hours of the first Avatar every time I went to her house. Never again.
All that for some cheeks. You got to keep watching the first Avatar. Hey, was you ready?
Bruh, she was obsessed with this damn movie. Every time I walked in that house, it was just Avatar.
Nah, it's yeah, I'm good on that. But
Yeah,
I'm
nah, I
excited
can't
for the
watch it
Odyssey.
again. Yeah.
I was talking to some friends, like it's sold out. The pre-sale sold out like a year in
For all
advance.
IMAX theaters, or is it
Yeah,
IMAX or 70 mm?
I mean 70. That is also IMAX. I thought
Oh, I thought those were
so.
because I thought there was like
There's like
select theaters that you have to go to for 70 mm.
yeah, but it still is IMAX. So
Gotcha.
there's like IMAX experience, and then there's like true 70 millimeter IMAX, and they don't have that many of those theaters anymore.
So it's sold out for IMAX as well.
I'm pretty sure we talked about this
Jesus.
like months or a long time ago. but
So
those pre-sale all sold out. This movie's
well,
gonna be
I
great.
guess
I can't wait for it.
we watching it on a regular old square screen
Oh yeah, most
in
definitely.
uh in the Crayon Factory.
Yep, I'm gonna be right there. Eat my wings.
The same old wings.
Kicking my feet. Like, enjoying myself.
We got a trailer for Paradise Season 2, which is premiering February 23rd on Hulu.
I love Paradise.
Yeah,
Can't wait.
I got to finish
Cannot
the
wait for
first
that.
season.
Yeah.
We got a final trailer for The Boys Season 5. Premieres on April 8th on Prime Video.
After the Gen V, I just we'll see because
I'm
Gen
just
V didn't
curious as
really
to
do
how
anything.
it. Yeah, I'm curious as to how this is going to end. That's what I'm really here for. But I agree with you. Like Gen V didn't really like wow me. So I think after this season of The Boys, I think I'm pretty done on Boys content.
Not even the prequel series they got in the
With
works.
Soldier Boy,
Yeah. You.
it's gonna have to do something really impressive to like bring me back in. But I think I'm all boysed out because
uh,
it's just repetitions of everything we see on the news on a regular basis, and that's exhausting enough as it is. I don't have to see a parody of it that doesn't really feel like a parody anymore.
oh, for me, it's the story. At least in Gen V, that story wasn't hitting the
Hmm.
way I wanted it to, and it was like, uh, it's like the whole going for shock value. It just wasn't working for me.
Hmm.
Like it wasn't shocking anymore. The gratuitous like gore and nudity and all the stuff they would do. Like, all right,
Gotcha.
yeah, it just didn't have the same. It's not hitting no more.
Yeah. We got a trailer for the Copenhagen test, which stars Simu Liu and Melissa Barrera. Follows an
Mm.
AI analyst who realizes his brain has been hacked. Releases December 27th on Peacock.
I thought that was the fact that it's straight to DVD was funny to me. But the, I thought the sorry, I thought the concept was like cool considering like people are getting Neuralinks soon.
Hmm.
Uh, so that interests me. But then there's another trailer I didn't share. It's called Mercy. It was with Chris Pratt and somebody else, and he like it's like an AI judge sentenced him to something. And as soon as I say AI judge, like hey, this is stupid. I'm not. I don't need anything like this. But the AI like hacking your
Hmm.
brain. All right, I'm with that. That seems like a
Yeah.
better premise than an AI
Yeah.
judge for some reason.
Yeah.
So
And we got a trailer for All You Need Is Kill. I'll
that
leave that one to
is.
you.
Oh, that's the Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what Edge of
That
Tomorrow is
sounds
based
pretty
on.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you don't know, Edge of Tomorrow is it's a Tom Cruise movie, right, where he keeps reliving the same day because he got like
Yep.
exposed to some alien stuff. So
Yeah.
he needs to like stop the aliens, uh, and that's the premise. I'm not going to explain more because then I start to give away the story. But this film, with All You Need Is Kill, right?
Hmm.
Right. Sorry, it's a manga as well, but Edge of Tomorrow is based on that. So same uh, premise, and the main character like writes the number of times they've died on their arm as they try to like figure out how to stop this invasion that's going on. They just keep dying to do it. I love like that type of like content. I guess I don't know what to call it, but I like that because you like learn more as you go. You just get better. Like Tom Cruise in the movie, he died like I don't know thousands of times, and then was able to like became like the best fighter next to someone who also had that ability at one point. So it's really good. So I'm excited for that movie, the
I
animated
can
movie
see why
from
you would
Tom.
appreciate it because you love games like that. Like that's the definition of like the Soulsborne games. You
Mm-hmm.
live, you die, repeat, and you learn from the mistakes you made the first time,
Yeah.
and you just keep doing that over and over again. I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it as well because not only do I love the Soulsborne games, the Metroidvanias as well. Metroidvania, Soulsborne was born out of the Metroidvania concept,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I'm curious about that as well.
It'll be
All right,
good.
with that all wrapped up, we get into our main story. There's a lot of news to cover here. So I'm just going to drop the big bombshell first, which I'm pretty sure all of you have heard about by now. And then as the conversation goes on, we'll get into the minutia of it. The big bombshell is Netflix has won the bidding war to purchase Warner Brothers. Discovery, and is entering exclusive deal talks. They're offering like $30 per share and like a $5 billion breakup fee. The deal is not finalized yet, and it's subject to potential interference from the U.S. Department of Justice. Um,
And
your first thoughts?
well, I gotta throw this in there because also Paramount is is
I was
trying to
gonna
do
get
a.
into that.
I'm just throwing it all out there. It's gonna take too long.
All right, fine.
Paramount's also doing a hostile takeover, so they trying to what is it like 130 billion or something like that?
108 billion.
108 billion with the Middle Eastern was it Jared Kushner's
Jared Kushner has a business group, and then
yeah.
the Saudi Diplomat Fund, I think that's called.
They
Yeah,
trying to
it's
get in there.
Paramount, Jared Kushner, Saudi Diplomat Fund, all combining together to present 108 billion.
Yeah, so Trump just trying to figure out who going what is penis basically because all the CEOs are just in there trying to talk to Trump so he will approve their deal. It's very funny to me, but it's also
Mm-hmm.
like very sad. Um, so with the Netflix stuff, we've talked about this a lot before, and I gotta concede Justin was correct. I used to say like, oh no, Netflix will release movies in theaters. They're already doing it. They released Knives Out in theaters, but they only released Knives Out in theaters for like 2 weeks, and they did no marketing for it. I, as a someone who has a show where we talk about things that come out, I didn't even know it came out until I went to check. I was like, oh, it's already in theaters. I took off work. I was like, oh, I'm gonna just go to the movies. I went to check. The joke came out Thanksgiving. It was gone in maybe 2 weeks. I was like, yo. So Netflix is 100% going to do the exact same thing with all of Warner Brothers properties. Any movie they put out, so Doom 3 is going to be out for
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks if they get this. And I know Ted Sarandos, is that his name?
Yeah, it's Randos.
He said like no, he like after like a bunch of online visual, he came back and said like no, we're gonna keep the traditional movie experience alive. Like no, you're not. He just he's just talking. It's like when casinos tell you that their profits will go to funding schools in your area, and they just tell you to shake their hand, and they don't put anything in writing, so nothing ever happens. Or when the
Mm-hmm.
dude that stole McDonald's from the McDonald's brothers told them he'll give him a some like a he told him he'll give him a royalty, which like would have equaled billions of dollars now, but they just shook his hand, so they just never did it, and they just act like it never happened, and then nobody ever said that.
Yeah, yeah.
So, oh sorry, and then I would throw with Paramount trying to get on this, they're just offering to completely change how CNN is to appease like the president.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as bad, but at the very least, if Paramount does get it, they'll still like have theatrical windows. I think they aren't like as focused on streaming in the same way that Netflix is. So that would be good,
So,
I
so
guess.
the way I see it is, you have one of two options here. Would you like to eat shit, or would you like to eat shit with sprinkles on it? Because the shit with sprinkles side, in my opinion, is Netflix winning it. Because we always talk about how like third spaces, which for those who don't know, the third space is the first space is your home, the second space is your work, and the third space is somewhere out and about where you can interact and connect and meet people. And very for a lot of people, that's the movie theater. One of my really good friends was somebody I met outside of the Matrix Revolutions, where I
Mm.
was going into the theater and they were coming out and they were talking about everything they just saw. And I very playfully like just told them like shut up because I'm about to go watch it and like I don't want any spoilers or whatever. And a really cool friendship started out of that. And like the movie theater is for a lot of people an opportunity for like people to come together. It's like you think about like my favorite experiences in the theater have been like the Avengers Endgames, the Infinity Wars. Honestly, the best experience I've ever had in the theater wasn't even with those big tentpole superhero films. It was going to see the third Jackass movie. And when I tell you, bruh, the whole theater was going crazy for every stunt, laughing. It was like if any of you guys have ever seen like an episode of Def Comedy Jam, If you've ever seen the way the audience reacts to jokes where everyone's thrashing around, laughing, jumping out of their seats, going crazy, that's what it was to see that movie, and it was amazing. And what I hate about Netflix and their whole strategy is they don't care about that experience. They only care about getting their products onto streaming because I'll admit it, streaming is easier for a lot of people. It's easier for them, it's
Yeah.
less costly. They get a lot more of the profits instead of having to share them with the actual brick and mortar movie theaters. And they have
Wait.
no qualms with trying to erode cinema in that way. What's up?
So I think even for your point, Sarandos, he even said like what did he say? The when the whole Barbenheimer frenzy,
Yeah.
he said, I think he said like that had nothing to do with like it being in theaters. If it wasn't in theaters, you would have still had the same effect.
Which is
Like,
fucking stupid.
yeah, I think
That
he's
is
like pretty out of touch.
like what Netflix film has come out that's had that sort of worldwide appeal. Don't get me wrong, their series have done very well. Like when
Yes,
Squid Game
Squid
came out, that
Games.
was Talk the
Yeah.
Game. Stranger Things, like House of Cards, I will give them that. But they haven't
Mm-hmm.
released a single film that has made shockwaves in the way that Barbie or Oppenheimer or any of the Avengers films or even Avatar, which is a very strange film because no matter it makes $2 to $3 billion at the box office and then no one talks about it ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Very strange. No cultural impact whatsoever. But to have them just completely get rid of that theatrical experience. And like part of me had to ask myself, like, do I really care about this because I love cinema or do I care about this because it feels like another part of my upbringing that's being taken away? But I firmly believe that cinema deserves to be seen on a big screen. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just it and you can do it at home and I understand with the way the economy works not everyone can afford that. Perfectly fine, I respect that. Act within your means and what you're capable of. But I think the option to go see these massive tentpole amazing blockbusters on a big screen should always be there in some capacity. And if the theater industry was ailing because of bad releases or bad advertising or people just not being able to make it to the theater, I think this is going to be the death knell. Like I think this is just going to be the end of cinema on the big screen and everything is just going to be at home.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, I would rather Netflix get it over Paramount because Paramount's agenda is entirely different. Like what they're doing is kind of like what Disney did, where when they acquired Fox, they made it all about, oh yeah, you guys are gonna be able to see X-Men and Deadpool and all these amazing characters like the Fantastic Four alongside the other heroes you've loved in the MCU, like Thor and Iron Man. And they only fed that to us. But they completely ignored all of the other things they absorbed in this like amorphous blob of corporate hegemony that just keeps devouring more and
You said it right
more.
the first time.
I don't know. I doubted myself. Like that just keeps. It's like what is that game? Katamari, the one with the ball rolls and just like absorbs everything it touches until it's like this massive boulder full of
uh,
like
I know what you're
buildings
talking
and
about. I don't know
people.
the name of it though.
Yeah, like Katamari Damacy or something like that. Like that's what Disney was, and we focused more on the superhero aspect and not about the insane amount of power they've acquired. Paramount is about to do exactly that because not only do they get CNN if they absorb Warner Brothers Discovery, Larry Ellis is David Ellis. David Ellis is the CEO of Paramount Discovery. Larry Ellis is his father. Larry Ellis not only owns Oracle, but he's about to own TikTok next year. So on top of everything, all the news that Paramount already owns, they're going to own CNN as well as TikTok. So it's like on one hand you have shit with sprinkles, which is just like the downfall of the theater, and on the other hand you have just regular ass shit, which is an erosion of democracy and free thought. So I don't like either one of them, but if I had to pick one of the two, it would definitely be Netflix.
Yeah, I think Netflix probably the better route, but I
Mm,
know like for like the creators, like directors, that theatrical window is important. Like look at um Peter Safran and James Gunn, right? Their contract goes through to 2027 for them
hmm
running the DCU stuff.
Yeah.
So for them, it's probably better. Like, yo, let's keep releasing these films in the way that we want to, right? Let's keep that theatrical window open, and I think they've both said that, right? They want to stay the course, but for like Netflix and Ted Sarandos, they just want more. Oh, like Penguin was great. Let's get more of that,
Hmm.
right? So like now you're changing the you want to go and change the plan that these creators have had for their products, right? Even I think was it what Ryan Coogler, right? He got a deal
Hmm.
with Warner Brothers as well, right?
Yeah.
So it would be the same thing. Whatever he would be working on, now you're trying to change that theatrical window. Now you're boxing like these fantastic directors. Like that's $1 billion director. I think
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan has talked about before. Remember when Tenet released in theaters and simultaneously on streaming because it was just
Hmm.
COVID. It just came out at a bad time. Tenet's a great movie. I love that movie, but Christopher Nolan was pissed. Like he doesn't want. That's not how he intended for his things to be seen,
Yeah.
right? And that's again another $1 billion director. Look, we just talked about Odyssey and the like acclaim that it's already gotten, like already sold out. You can't do that to these creators if you want them to
Hmm.
continue creating for you.
Yeah.
So I think Netflix might have to. I think they might need to rethink how they do these things. Maybe Ted Sarandos, like, I know he flip flopped. First he said, yeah, that we're doing the 2 weeks, and he's like, nah, we're gonna keep the theaters alive. Like, you might want to
Hmm.
actually do the second thing. Like, don't just say it. Truly do what you're saying,
Yeah.
because it really it matters for these creators. I'm like talking mostly about like the people who are making great content, great products that bring that money. Because like you said, like
Yeah.
Netflix, they have shows that have been those draws, but their films don't like hit in the same way. Honestly, I feel like their films should be in theaters. Like They Clone Tyrone is one of my favorite films. Is one of the best things that Netflix has ever put out. It should be in theaters.
K-pop Demon Hunters, another example. If that was in theaters, I think it would have been big.
Yeah, Sony really dropped the ball on that.
But
But again, if
it's
that was in
like,
theaters, Netflix would have made the money they needed to to stop financing everything.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think they need to really rethink that theatrical window. Even I'm sure Knives Out 3 is fantastic, and it was only in theaters for 2 weeks. I didn't even get a chance
Mhm.
to to go give it some money. And they also, I don't think they market for their things that are in theaters as well because they don't want you going. They just yeah sign up.
Yeah, no, they only put what they want in the theaters for 2 weeks just so they can get Academy recognition.
Hmm.
Because the Academy requires the films to be in theaters for a certain amount of time for them to even be considered. So
Hmm.
what Netflix is trying to do with the whole theater thing is get the recognition, and if they ever win an Oscar, then be like, oh hey, look, we're legit now. Come to our streaming service. It's not about the theaters. Don't watch our films in theaters. We are using everything about the theater literally just to advertise for Netflix.
Have they won an Oscar for
And
any of their films yet?
no, I don't think any of
Oh,
their
sorry,
films have
any
been
of the
good enough
originals?
for an Oscar. No.
That's not true.
I mean, this is what they clone Tyrone probably is
That
like,
movie's amazing. I don't care what nobody says. I love
yeah,
that movie.
it's a great film, but that's the only thing I can really think of that would deserve any sort of award recognition. But like everything else, they like what would they get an award for? Red Notice, Bird, Bird Box.
Now I'm trying to see.
Like
Hold on.
I can't think of any Netflix films that really like banged like that, and that's why they're trying to acquire Warner Brothers because it's not just about the IP that they would own. It's about the talent that comes with it. They would love
Hmm.
to have a James Gunn or a Ryan Coogler or any other fantastic director who's put out quality films because they would be bringing quality to the Netflix brand.
I'm trying to see.
And
Netflix has won some Academy Awards.
For what?
I'm
It's
trying to
probably some
see.
foreign film. It was like I can't think of anything.
Oh, was Marriage Story was a Netflix original?
Marriage Story. What was that? Was that the one with what's the name? Denzel Washington's son and
And
Zendaya?
it's Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson.
Mm,
So they see, and I think also. So sorry, I was looking at the things that Netflix has distributed like films for theatrical
mhm,
runs, like The Irishman, uh, Marriage Story, uh, The Trial of the Chicago Seven.
mhm.
Um, sorry, I'm trying to
Oh,
look
they
at the
got one
ones that.
for Roma, taking home Best Director Alfonso Cuarón.
Yeah, Don't Look
Best
Up
Best Foreign, yeah,
is another
and
one.
Best. That's what I was thinking of when I said it had to be a foreign film. Like it was this one, Roma.
I'm saying, but not all of them are foreign films. Like there are some that are. Oh,
Yeah, but again,
Rustin.
they're just yeah, again, they're just using the movie theater to give themselves to qualify for recognition. But they have no intention of actually trying to keep the theater alive.
Yeah, but it's because
They're
they don't.
actively trying to destroy it.
Yeah, it's because they don't make any money whenever they put a movie out in theaters. I think that's the issue. Like,
Which is
what is this? Let's say the Irishman, right? Which is really good, but they made what 100. The budget's like 100 something million, probably
mhm.
200 million. They made eight off of it.
Uh-huh.
Or sorry, they didn't make eight. They got eight at the box office. So for
Yeah.
Netflix, it's like, yeah, this is a waste of money. It's a waste of time. Maybe that's why they don't even market their things to show like, yeah, this will be in theaters for X amount of time because they don't make any money
No.
at the theaters.
Yeah, but it's like a lot of these films that I'm looking at. Maybe whatever advertising they're putting out is just isn't reaching my algorithm. But
I don't think they
like,
advertise for it at all. Because even Knives Out 3, I saw nothing for like, it came out Thanksgiving. I saw nothing for
yeah,
it to show that it was coming out Thanksgiving. And I watch
mhm,
enough, like, I love watching ads. Like, my lady works in like advertisement essentially. So I just be watching
yeah.
ads just so I can say, no, this is trash. A lot of
Because you have
ads
a
are
frame of
bad.
reference and you know your shit.
Yeah, a lot of them are bad, but I still watch them, and I saw
Yeah.
nothing. Right, even trailers. Like I stay at the movies. We stay at the movies. I saw no trailers for this
Mhm.
film with a release date.
Like the
So,
point I was getting at was that like even with these films they've won Oscars for. So I take back what I
mhm.
said. They've definitely won Oscars. But like none of these films have reached the sheer magnitude of Barbenheimer. Not even close. Not even in the same galaxy as those films.
so they
So like what is this dude talking about that like if they came out on Netflix, everyone would be just as insane about it. Like the thing that made Barbenheimer just let's take Barbie and just put that one in focus. The thing that made Barbie so popular, not only was it a fantastic film, it was my best film of that year, but the fact that people could like get dressed up and go to the theater, dressed
mhm.
up in pink, dressed up like Barbie, dressed up like Ken, that sense of community and connection and being able to like showcase your love for something, that's what also made it big. One of the best things about like Avengers Endgame was like during the Cap catches Mjolnir scene was the big audience reactions that went viral online. Nobody about to watch viral videos of someone screaming in their living room. Like you're taking away something that's so deeply entrenched in our culture, all for greed, and that's the part that gets at me the most. It's just corporations ruining yet another thing that we all enjoy.
Sorry, they said they don't make no money in the theater at all. Like just none.
Yeah. Mhm.
They made like $500 on the movie. I'm not gonna say it's what it is because I don't want people looking. It's like $500. It's not. It's $500.
Oh man,
I
but
don't.
not.
Man, they got to do something else
I
or
mean,
do this better.
I'm I'm not going to pretend like their business model isn't working because clearly they have enough money to buy like WB. And apparently, according to the article we read, they also had thoughts of like buying other studios like Disney. And I'm like, where the fuck do you get Disney money? Like, I'm wrong. WB is one thing, but how much would it even cost to purchase Disney? Like, it's got to be somewhere in the two hundreds of millions of dollars, billions, excuse me.
I uh, I don't know, man.
And the fact that they got enough money to consider that, it's like, bro, like your model is working. I'll
I don't
give
know
you
where they
that.
got the money from. I don't even know how their model is working because
Yeah.
last I checked, Netflix was literally doing everything on credit. So I don't know where all the money coming from, or maybe they just got a black card. They just gonna swipe that joint, and they
I
just been
mean,
hoarding cash to the side, not paying their
that's
credit
why
card bill.
that's why it's so hard to believe some of these articles that come out talking about how like Netflix is hemorrhaging money and oh my god, they're not successful and they're losing viewership. And it's like clearly y'all doing fine.
Yeah, they're doing
Y'all
fine.
ain't lose that much.
I man, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
I
But
really
to
sorry. Also, it's also tough to me because of the way it all works, and like
mhm.
to get around like antitrust laws, and to you need the government on your side. So now like CEOs are literally just in Trump's office, like placating, like like come on,
Mhm.
man, like stand up, get off your knees.
Oh no, they're gonna be down there for a while. They
they
they gonna
down
st-
there.
they gonna stand up with Cheeto dust on their lips.
And
Like
that's what's like really pardon my use of the word, but blowing me. Badoo.
yeah,
Cause
it's giving power to the wrong people.
yeah, and like come on, man, like you shouldn't have to do all that. But it's sorry, it's not just a Trump thing. This they do that. Companies do that for every uh president that's in office. Even like you
Oh
can
yeah, 100%.
what are them, the presidential libraries? People just be donating the gang of money because they try to get something done, and then they act like, no, that's not what it was for. Yes, it is. Like we
Like
know what it
stop
is,
stop lying.
right? So it happens all the time. Um,
My biggest gripe with the whole government thing. Okay, yeah, I agree that having to I don't know what word I can use because according to you, this is supposed to be a kids program,
yeah, my
but
God, ought to be watching
having
me.
to cater to the president in power is frustrating no matter who's in office. But my biggest thing is that like there should be antitrust policy intervening here on both
Mm.
sides with Netflix and Paramount because whoever wins is going to have a massive market share on their hands. And that's going to give them an insane amount of power in the industry and
But I
create potentially a monopoly.
no, I think Paramount already has a massive market share though, because they also own Viacom, right? So
Yeah, absolutely.
it's a
But it's
gang of
like
networks, and they already
like
have a movie studio, so you're just buying more. Like, all right,
like
man, go ahead, my bad.
listen, remember in the NBA where everyone was pissed off about LeBron going to Miami because it was going to trigger like a domino effect of super teams? And
Nah, I
that's
watch
exactly what
football.
happened. You said what?
So now I only watch football.
Well, that's what happened. Where it's like for
Mm.
several years, NBA parity it took a major hit because everyone was just trying to put all the superstars on one team. That from I'm pretty sure you could probably find an earlier example than this, but LeBron going to Miami was very much Disney buying Fox. In that now there's been this scramble in the entertainment industry to try and acquire as much IP and as many companies as possible to try and become the biggest, most powerful thing. And when there's not even really like if this deal goes either way, there's not going to be many things in Hollywood that can compete with Netflix, which gives Netflix an unfair amount of power, and it allows them to pretty much continue screwing over the consumer. It's like, do not think that these people are doing whatever is in your best interest. Because like Ted Sarandos also mentioned that he felt that theaters were anti-consumer and that like it forces people to leave their homes and makes them spend even more money. And what
Yeah,
we're
that's what
trying
I'm
to
saying.
do is like help your wallets. And it's like, get the fuck out of here. That's not
Yeah,
you don't care about people in that way.
yeah, I don't like that.
Like literally,
But and then he
if you,
completely switched. He's like, nah, we're gonna honor these windows. No, you're not.
I can tell you right now, I
Be
believe that
real.
they're gonna honor every single contract they have because they don't want lawsuits. They are dropping a
Mm-hmm.
shit ton of money and they don't really got enough pocket change or whatever to be dealing with all the corporate lawsuits that'll come with breaking deals with like James Gunn or Ryan Coogler or whatever other directors or creators they have currently
Mm-hmm.
under the WB umbrella. But once those contracts elapse, theaters are done.
Yeah.
And if they're not done, they're going to take a
So
substantial hit.
in
Everything
two
else,
years.
like they said, they're going to honor contracts through 2029.
Yeah, but sorry, James Gunn's contract ends in 2027.
Yeah, so I guarantee
So
you we're going to see probably a big shakeup in the DCU at that point,
that's what
if
I'm
the
saying. So
DCU even continues.
2 years for your DCU, and then that. All right, that's enough of that.
Yep, and
Let's
then
get a Batman on Squid Games and let's see how that
yeah,
goes.
exactly.
Or actually, sorry, that's more. I will say, at least for Netflix, they kind of take chances with like original content. But I know Paramount. This is also part of something I shared. Paramount has an increased focus on, or they're prioritizing IPs, right? So they're just going straight IP. Everything they do is straight IP. So let's say if they get Warner Brothers, then all they're going to do is just straight IP,
Yeah,
which means like so we won't get like any original stories that sorry, what was I about to say? So we wouldn't get like we wouldn't get another Sinners, right? Because Sinners is an original idea. Ryan Coogler had it. Yo, let me make this. Warner Brothers, okay, go ahead, make it. Boom, Sinners is out. That's not happening
hmm
under Paramount at all. At the very least, Netflix would make a Sinners before Paramount would, based on the
yeah.
stuff that they've been saying. And I think that's why I'm like also lean more towards Netflix. I don't want to just watch Harry Potter, like some new Harry Potter every 6 years. Right, that's what we get with Paramount, or some new Game of Thrones esque thing. Right, just let's make another Game of Thrones, or let's make another. What else is Warner Brothers on outside of DC?
Mm,
Warner Brothers got a lot of IPs.
yeah, they got a shit ton of them.
Yeah,
I can't
we're gonna
remember.
get another. We'll probably get more
Weapons,
Looney Tunes.
The
Oh yeah,
Conjuring.
we'll get Weapons 2. We'll probably get Sinners 2, directed by F. Gary Gray. Not, I'm not gonna disrespect F. Gary Gray like that. He makes great films. We'll probably get Sinners 2, directed by Tyler Perry. I'll disrespect Tyler Perry like that. Right? Like just IP, throwing out IPs just cause. And I
Yeah,
don't want that. Also, the way Paramount is coming in, like, hey, we're just gonna go straight to let's go straight to the stockholders or shareholders and try to get the company. Like, oh, the deal done. They already shook hands. They working through some stuff, and you trying to undercut them. I don't even like how they doing it. It's shady. I don't like
hmm
that. So
yeah.
that's that's
So
uh that's all I got.
yeah, same here. I always want to hope for the best, but I'm always very cynical when it comes to big corporations. Like we discussed it
Mm.
before. Like they don't do what's in the best interest of others. They do what's in the best interest of their shareholders and the bottom line, which is money. So if it means fucking over creators, if it means fucking over people. Speaking of which, if y'all think that your Netflix subscription isn't about to double or probably triple in price as a result of this,
Mm-hmm.
you are misleading yourself because the moment this goes through and all those Warner Brothers Discovery properties hops over to Netflix, instant $20 increase, probably even more than that. So but yeah, it's just
Yeah.
are starting to speculate, thinking that oh, there's like a what's the name, like a Succession esque like corporate takeover where like Paramount is doing this, and they have a secret agenda to just simply acquire CNN and nothing more. So they're just trying to put all these schemes together so they can do sleight of hand, and that Netflix might not actually go through with it and because the DOJ is going to step in or that like Warner Brothers is playing Netflix because they're using this to increase their stock value. I think the simplest outcome is the obvious one and the one that's actually going to happen, which is probably Netflix is going to acquire Warner Brothers and we're just going to have to deal with the fallout of that. I don't think it's
Mm-hmm.
going to be any plot twist or curveball. a last minute Hail Mary from some savior. I think this is just what it is, and we just got to be prepared for it and see what happens. So it sucks. It really does.
Yeah, it does suck. It's just cable's returning, y'all. I tried to tell y'all. Regardless of who gets it, it's just more cable. Like I said, Paramount
Yeah.
owns a bunch of stuff already. Netflix just owns Netflix, and then just make them able to compete with Paramount and Disney and Peacock, because Peacock also
Yeah.
owns a bunch of stuff. So I we'll see what happens.
Yeah. But in the meantime, what you watching?
Um, Pluribus,
Hmm.
is it? I don't know why I keep want to say Plubius. You know what I mean? Like every time I say Pluribus, I want to say Plubius, and I don't know why.
Hmm.
But Pluribus is very good. Really enjoying Pluribus. Every like change that happens, like every like little twist you see,
Hmm.
is, and then Carol will go and like, "Yo, look at this," and then like I don't want to like spoil things, but like it's just very funny. It's so good. So I'm really loving that. Um, what else? Knives Out comes out on Netflix this week, so I'll be watching that. Uh, Chair Company finished, so if you haven't watched Chair Company, check it out. Chair Company is so funny to me. Uh, and then other than that, I think that's it. I finished ReZero. Is the worst thing I ever watched in my life, so I will not be recommending that. But I will say, watch Jingle All the Way. Greatest
Hmm.
Christmas movie ever.
Gotcha. I'm only watching The Mighty Nine. It's on Amazon Prime. It's made by the same team that made Vox Machina. I'm enjoying it. It's essentially a D&D campaign made into an animated series. I'm enjoying it a lot more than I enjoyed Vox Machina, and I really liked Vox Machina, so I highly recommend it.
Oh, you talking about that game again?
No, 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 not Dispatch. We'll
Oh,
get into Dispatch at another
wait. Then
date
what? I thought you
because
said. Wait, what's that then?
The
What's
Mighty
it called?
Nine,
Where's that on?
it's on Amazon.
It is. All
Yeah,
right, I'm gonna
it's the
check it out.
same team that made. Yeah, it's made same.
Oh,
You'll
okay,
check
okay.
out that, but you won't check out Dispatch. It's made by the same. You know what? You frustrate me. um, Aside from that, yeah, I haven't been playing. Actually, no, I've been playing Balatro, the poker game that came out at the end of last year. That was O'Shaughnessy's game of the year. It's addictive as hell. I only got into it because one of my homies had a poker night, and I didn't know how to play poker at the time. I had to learn it on the fly. I got $7 taken from me, and I'm coming back for revenge.
Wait, is it real money?
Yeah, it's real money. Oh,
Okay.
and Balatro or at the homies poker night.
No, Pilatro. I thought.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
It's
okay, okay.
just yeah, it's got a Metroidvania element to it,
Mm,
where like you know when you lose, you gain something, and you use that to power yourself up to try and make another run.
mm.
But yeah, fantastic game. Highly recommend it. It's great where if you've got a quick 15 minutes to spare and you just want to, keep your mind occupied and play a little game, it's fantastic for that. Yeah, aside from that, I'm not really doing anything else. It's just Mighty Nine, Balatro. I got a lot of other games on console and PC that I got to catch up with, and I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But hey, that's just a part of being an adult.
So we can go get our
And
careers.
listen, we gonna need to let that go.
I'll
I'll,
never
I'll
let it
meet
go.
y'all for your take. Yeah. Yep. But
Okay.
that's about it for me.
All right. Well, thank y'all for joining us. Check us out on like YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I think is what it's called. What's the Apple one called? I think it's called Apple
Apple
Podcasts.
TV Plus. Oh, wait, no.
No, Apple Podcast. Check us out on whatever it's
Oh, I
called.
don't
I
know.
don't use it, so
I
I
don't,
don't know. But yeah,
I
check
don't
us
use it either.
wherever you listen to podcasts and stuff. Check us out there. We'll be back next week. Oh, we got to do our year in review at some point as well.
Yeah, we got to do with O'Shaughnessy and Fu.
Yeah. So we'll be back. But until next time, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.